It was one of those huge sprawling towns that are devouring their country, and to get beyond it we had to go for seemingly endless miles along shoddy streets, past factories, slums, and railroad sheds, through exclusive residential neighborhoods, until at last we saw the beginnings of the open country, where the skies were wide and the trees were tall and free. It was a beautiful day, clear and not too warm, for it had been raining recently, one of those soft, gentle rains that go deep into the earth. Suddenly, as the road crested a hill, we came upon the river, glistening in the sun, as it wandered away among the green fields toward the distant sea. There were only a few boats on the river, clumsily built, with square, black sails. Many miles higher up there was a bridge for both trains and daily traffic, but at this point there was just a pontoon bridge on which the traffic moved only one way at a time, and we saw a line of lorries, bullock carts and motor cars, and two camels waiting their turn to cross over. We didn't want to enter that lengthening queue, for it might be a long wait, so we took another road back, leaving the river to make its way through hills and meadows, past many a village, to the open sea. The sky overhead was intensely blue, and the horizon was filled with enormous white clouds, with the morning sun upon them. They were fantastic in shape, and they remained motionless and distant. You couldn't get near them, even if you drove toward them for miles. By the side of the road the grass was young and green. The coming summer would burn it brown, and the country would lose its green freshness. But now everything was made new, and there was joy in the land. The road was quiet enough, with potholes all over it, and though the driver avoided as many as he could, we bounced up and down, our heads almost touching the roof. But the motor was running beautifully, and there was no rattle in the car. One's mind was aware of the stately trees, the rocky hills, the villagers, the wide blue skies, but it was also in meditation. Not a thought was disturbing it. There was no flutter of memory, no effort to hold or to resist. Nor was there anything in the future to be gained. The mind was taking everything in. It was quicker than the eye, and it didn't keep what it perceived. The happening passed through it as the breeze passes through the branches of a tree. One heard the conversation behind one, and saw the bullock cart and the approaching lorry. Yet the mind was completely still, and the movement within that stillness was the impulse of a new beginning, a new birth. But the new beginning would never be old. It would never know yesterday and tomorrow. The mind was not experiencing the new. It was itself the new. It had no continuity, and so no death. It was not new, not made new. The fire was not from the embers of yesterday. Krishnamurti from Commentaries on Living, 3rd series, first published in 1956.